So in this video I want to talk about leaking Jing. And if you don't know what Jing is, I would recommend referring to my video where I explain it in less than 5 minutes. But in this video we're going to talk about how we leak the energy. Just like if you had a big, tub of water and you were trying to keep that full and there were holes in it and the water was leaking out and your water level was gradually diminishing, you would want to plug that up for, obviously longevity and the vitality of that water, because if there's, constantly leaking out, it's just going to get depleted and it's eventually going to run out. Same thing with our life force. Same thing with our Jing. We have different ways that we leak it. And we obviously want to plug up these leaks if our goals are health or longevity or rejuvenation or vitality or any other similar related concepts. So how do we leak Jing? Well, for men, over ejaculation, so ejaculating a lot. It's different for every man, but it's just something you need to determine. It's the main energy leak for men. Okay, so there's also overwork, lack of sleep, stress, chronic emotional disturbances, an addiction to stress, an addiction to anxiety or depression, an addiction to any kind of, even positive emotions. We can be addicted to them, and happiness taken to its excess can be depleting as well, because it irritates our heart energy and throws our whole energy out of balance. You see people that are very manic or very blissed out. That's not really a sustainable energy. It can be very depleting. So, chronic emotionalism is also a leak of energy. Overstimulation from too much, internet, from looking at 1,000 web pages at once and watching YouTube, listening to music, chatting on Facebook, chatting on email, chatting on your cell phone, text messaging, doing all these things combined with listening to music, MP3 player, TV, DVDs, magazines, newspapers, all of these things, all of these stresses, all of this information that's coming at us at once. If we do too much of that and too much sensory stimulation, that's a leak as well. So for people that, look at someone that watches a lot of TV, they're a couch potato. Their energy just, gradually diminishes and diminishes and diminishes. And then someone who spends a lot of time just sedentary, what happens to their energy? It just diminishes, because it's just they're leaking it, even though it looks like, oh, they're just sitting there. But the energy is leaked mentally and emotionally because the brain, the mind, sucks up a lot of our energy. The nervous system sucks up a lot of our energy. So if we're stimulating that all the time, or tweaking it, or throwing it out of balance, that's leaking our energy, and that's pulling from our battery pack. It's pulling from our Jing. It's pulling from our kidneys, and it's a major leak. Also, poor diet, poor hydration, things like that are also leaks on our energy. Any real imbalance in our body is going to be a leak, whether that's candida or virus or bacterial infections or viral and bacterial loads that are just constantly burdening our immune system. That's a leak. Autoimmune condition, that's going to be a leak. So obviously we want to plug these things up. How do you do it? Tons of different ways. Main thing in this context will be the tonic herbs. One of the main herbs for plugging up leaks is schizandra. Reishi is also a great one because it really works on the nervous system and the mind and the consciousness, and really helps us let go and detach and just be more imbalanced. And then it also regulates the immune system to get rid of those leaks. It protects the kidneys. It protects our fight or flight response to help us, not leak the energy that way. And then we want to look at the Jing tonics to replenish the energy that we do leak. So schizandra, oshawu, cordyceps would be, an excellent place to start to, replenish the energy that we have leaked, because just living depletes energy. Even if we're laying in bed, we're depleting our energy. So, exercising, eating right, taking the right herbs, and taking an examination of our life and saying, where am I, imbalanced, where am I really leaking my energy? And just based on what I've told you, you should have a good idea of where to look and where to start. So that's a little bit about how we leak our Jing, some of the ways we leak our Jing, the common ways, and then, some strategies, herbal things to plug up those things. The last thing is learn meditation, learn Qigong, learn to relax your mind, relax your nervous system, and then you'll automatically have more energy and leak less Jing, and most other things will start to fall into balance. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely do so, and I'll talk to you soon.